Doing this beforehand is really important.
Very relaxing, actually.
Good, good. And I was on stage with Jack Canfield, and he brought me up and did some emotional work with me.
Imagine you're surrounded by a radiant ball of light, and there's water coming up on all sides, like a fountain, like the Bellagio Hotel, and you're surrounded by that light and that water. It's like a wall of water and light. Can you imagine that? Okay, keep imagining that. Now all of you, testing strong, all of you send her a negative thought again.
Critiquing me and don't like me and to imagine that.
And keep imagining the water and the light. Notice you're still strong.
Now, imagine love.
And now send her a positive thought, because you always want to end with positive. And very good. Relax your mouth. Give me a hug.
It works. So it truly works. So being in that right mindset. 38% is tone of voice, or body language is 55%. So only 7% is our words. Mm-hmm. And this being that our words don't matter as much as our body language and our tone of voice, all of this changes when we are in the right emotional state for what we need to be in order to be successful, in order to help more people with our products or services. I made a little booklet up. Looking at what is the stat? What is an observation you made? So, for example, say, oh, you know what? I read in a magazine the other day that, and tone of voice is 38%, 7%, and body language 55%. So I'm thinking about Anna right now, and I'm thinking about how her photography makes a difference on our image that we project, so to speak. So something similar to, I've noticed when I go to networking events and I get business cards, and I noticed the photograph on their business card doesn't really reflect who they are, something to that effect. So something sort of a bit of a, I don't really like to say this, but it's what they say is it's a pain point. It's a fact, right? It's a pain point that you don't have the right photograph. Say your product or service could go from you taking your client from chaos to clarity, or being tired to more energy, having illness to more health, loneliness to better relationships, feeling stressed, having more peace. Wanted versus unwanted for your business.
Something about lack of money or more time at the end of the month instead of money. That would be part of my opportunity for people. Or just the other side of it would be consistent poor health versus healthy aging.
And Monty Lee, you had your hand up too?
Yeah,
So something that we focus on a lot is that as we age, there is a great way to age. You can age beautifully and gracefully. And if we focus on just hair care, which is something that I like to share a lot about, it's all about scalp health. So a lot of people experience dry hair breakage, a lot of thinning or hair loss, or just the luster of your hair. So taking care of your scalp health is something that helps to focus on improving that. And it's just adding a simple step in and swapping out some products in your shower.
Okay.
Sorry, Diane, can you I'm lost. Can you reframe the question again? Is
Sure.
this what's wanted?
Tell me a pain point of what your product or service, like I used yours as an example, that you might be embarrassed of your photo.
I'm supposed to think of the pain point of my business, or what the pain point my business is
the unwanted
solving.
part. Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
We'll just get into the challenge that our client is having.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
In that part, we're not going to get into not so much the solving of it. Just let's go into all of the things that our clients could be in pain about. Okay, Sandra.
Yeah, hi guys. So for me, I would say a pain point, my clients would be frustrated when it comes to the home interior, or frustrated with if they want to, sell their home, or they're looking, to know what to do, how to declutter, how to depersonalize. They're frustrated financially. So therefore, that's another thing that I find a lot, feedback from my clients, financial stress. So how can I make it better for them?
Yeah. So they're frustrated financially because they're lacking your service. So
they feel like they don't want to spend thousands of dollars to redo the home if they want to sell it. They just want tips on, you know what I mean? Because it can cost a lot of money if someone comes in and says, well, you got to paint your whole house. You got to redo your whole home before sale. You got to get rid of all your furniture. Yeah, which isn't the case. So I've had a lot of clients actually talk to me about that. Oh, we've had prior experiences where they wanted us to spend $10,000, but we can't afford to do that. Right. So financial struggle there.
Why are they in pain for not having their home staged?
I would say to get more money for market value of their home.
Not getting market value for a home. That is the pain point. Mm-hmm. Right on target. Yeah, says Homes with Grace.
That's right, Grace.
Nina.
Good morning.
Good morning.
For me, my clients, it's to sum it up, it would be low energy. No matter what we're doing, things just aren't working out. Whether it's their career, it's their relationships, it's the family dynamics, it's their business. They're doing everything they can, and it's unexplainable. It's low energy in their space.
They're experiencing relationship loss. Is that correct? By not having this energy in their space?
Well, that's one example. Or they're just not able to manifest a relationship. Goes by a few months, a year, and then they're back to square one again. If we're using relationship as an example, that would be two different scenarios, but same thing, yes, regarding our relationship. So then that's where I guide them to keep the energy empowered and how to do it.
Okay, so we'll go relationship loss.
Mm-hmm.
We won't get into the green. how to yet. Just
Okay. All right.
we're staying negative. I know that goes against everything resilient women in business.
Okay. All right.
I have.
Okay,
So,
Anna, you got a piece of that.
A pain point in my client is the lack of enoughness. So because I deal with Fortify, right? It's just that missing gap that gives them that confidence themselves, that belief in themselves, right? And I think it will all tie into everybody's thing, right?
Yeah, for
So
sure.
that's why I'm all about the face, because even from a business perspective, if you're a realtor, a marketing person and all that, you said that their face, it doesn't tie into who they really are.
Yeah.
When they can't identify who they are, that's the who they are. Right?
Yeah. Okay.
You know,
So
they're always saying, oh, maybe a successful person looks like this.
At this point, they aren't into like the deepness yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're just looking at, oh my gosh, I'm handing out this business card. Say, for example, if you're like, just focus on one area that your product that you want to do for the spotlight. Because we only have maybe like we have the 5 minutes in front of with guests, and we got 15 minutes with the other ones. So we want to focus just on one problem. We're brainstorming a whole bunch right now, but just all problems. We can narrow it down when we make a choice as to which one we're going to choose. I'm going to give you an example. What is that guy's name that does funnels again?
Russell Branson. Russell Branson.
Thank you very much. He says in his book, Traffic Secrets, traffic as in marketing secrets, he says, okay, so we have a razor blade for shaving. And they were saying about how many different outcomes they can have by using a razor. What kinds of things is it going to help? Well, you could think it would help. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think what could a shaving what could that do for me?
Clean look.
What's that? Clean look.
A clean look.
Yeah. So
Hairless legs.
yeah.
Don't go there.
And yeah. So so what could having hairy legs? What could happen if you have hairy legs?
They're prickly. They stick into me at night in bed for me.
Where else in your life could that be affected by just having hairy legs, hairy armpits?
Probably nowhere.
Put a damper on your sex life.
Oh,
So relationships, right? So it can affect your relationships. So how about going to work? Doing a presentation, how does it look when you got hairy legs?
wear long pants.
So it can affect your business. You see what I mean?
Credibility diminishes a bit, I think.
Yeah, so we can say that this razor can actually help in all areas of our lives.
Mm-hmm.
So what they've chosen for razor, I can't remember the brand name, but what they chose was, we're going to stick with the ads for relationships. So they have these ads of having, like Lynn came up with right away, relationships. So they have these guys dating and this type thing, women dating men, and they go into the full relationship. So, but it could solve other problems with your image at work, with your health, possibly even, right? Because maybe hairy armpits, I don't know. We can go into all kinds of different things that a razor could do. So when we're doing a spotlight, it's good to choose one particular area that it's going to solve, so that it's not overwhelming. It's just, so we're right now we're brainstorming a whole bunch of pain points so that we can narrow it down in a 5-minute and a 15-minute. Our members meeting, we can go a little more because we've got 15 minutes, not 5, right? So when I showed you that examples of unwanted versus wanted, chaos to clarity, so debt to prosperity, overwhelmed to time, tired to energy, illness to health, loneliness to relationship, stress to peace. Just with some more pain points from your clients now that I've kind of explained that. Yes, Lynn.
I think pain points of my customers
Mm-hmm.
is that they are not important enough or worthy enough to justify a purchase.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else is more important than them.
Right.
Even if money's taken out of the picture.
Right.
Something, Lynn, maybe a pain point for you would be if I was to think about needing a new handbag or something like that, would be something that is a stylish organizational tool that I could use.
There
So
you go.
do you lack a stylish organizational tool, something where you can fit everything that you need? Because I understand you do unique work. So say somebody just needs a phone, or maybe somebody needs a place to keep a planner as well as organize their wallet and other things like that, or whatever it is that you make. And if that helps.
Thank you. Yeah, let's help out each other. Let's help out each other as well.
That definitely was mine. That's my pain point.
Yeah.
For Lynn.
Oh, for Lynn. Yeah.
To resolve my pain point is that a stylish yet organizational tool. Who do I turn to? I'm tired of looking for purses. Why not create one? So, yeah. So I'm looking forward to having one created. Yeah. Okay.
And my other one too for Lynn was my bag being so heavy, right? Like it, yet and not practical. Like it's heavy already with nothing in it.
I'm pretty sure you've got your chiropractor on speed dial.
Do you have a sore back from carrying your bag? So you see how you can even get a purse now into health? You see how we can go into another direction, just like the razor. So it's very, and it's the one we want to focus on for our spotlight is the one we want to go. So heavy baggage. I can go into that for my business too. I forget about it until I go and put my purse on my shoulder.
You should take a page out of Cheryl's book for both of us. Just pick up the damn phone.
Exactly, but stay with me in the pain.
I can put another twist on that as well for Lynn, and it's about the thinking of yourself first instead of second once in your life. Like, give yourself an opportunity for appreciation to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I mean? Because she did mention that people always think of themselves more than yourself. So maybe something on that that ties in with appreciating yourself with a gift of a nice bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That could be a different twist on it as well.
My pain point is the, fishing for items in my purse. So
lost
right?
items.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, on your custom order, Grace, I have filing cabinet with a strap.
Thank you. There you go. To pertain to
I
my
was grabbing it
field.
in a bag.
Yeah. That pertains to my field. That's a pain point.
Yeah.
I have to carry files.
Yeah.
Yeah. Large enough to carry files. Okay. I have a pain point.
Yeah.
Here we are. I was writing this out. The stress my clients experience prior to coming to me. Their pain point is stress and anxiety through the home selling process or home buying process. And it affects their health.
So stressed so you're feeling stressed about selling your home or buying a new home?
Yes, through the, thinking about the process of selling or buying a home.
Yeah, I really like that. Okay. And that even that lack of organization for Sandra, where's she there? And and also Nina as well.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking with the point of, been so stressed out financially, mentally, everything. It affects the overall picture of somebody who has to maybe sell, or some people just, can't deal with the overall picture. So that's why when you create a team to come in and, it takes a load off them, and, it makes the journey a lot easier and less stressful. Even it could be the smallest thing, right?
The other one, Sandra and Mina as well, which ties in with Grace, is stressed about an open house.
Getting ready for an open house, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. And it is the chaos to calm.
You could also add decluttering in that whole real estate transition. That's a huge one.
Sometimes for myself, I've actually went in the night before an open house to make sure everything was in order. The realtor would pull me in, make sure everything was ready to go, and all the client has to do the next day is get up and leave. Walk out the door, go for a nice breakfast and a coffee, and let, myself and the realtor take care of it, everything. So that's what we do, help them get their home ready, declutter, makes you feel better. You don't have to deal with it mentally.
So this is where the green, they can just get out and leave and be with the realtor.
Right.
Very simple. Just very simple.
Yeah. Make it easy.
We don't have to get into all,
easy process.
we don't have to get into all of the energy, this or that. Right? Yeah. Because that's not what the average person is thinking about. We can get into all of that once we're working with them, right?
Right.
But right now, it's just like we're going from here to here.
Right.
We're stressed about our open house, and now we can get out and leave it to the realtor. Right? Just blah, 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 blah. Because we have such a short time. If we had like an hour presentation to do, that would be different, right? Oh, there you go. I'll ask to unmute. Svetlana, you have something.
My clients always tell me that they feel uncertainty. They feel that they will invest $10,000 right now into vacation. And what if, again, government will introduce some kind of rules and we all will be closed in our homes? And they always ask me, okay, just give us advice, what to do, how to protect ourselves. It's like uncertainty.
Okay, uncertain about traveling.
About traveling and about their money, because they really thinking like what kind of protection is the best if something happen, even before the trip. I have travel insurances that can advise.
So is that the part of your business pain point that you want to assist with? So how about you guys? You're going to go travel now, and you're just going to go, I can just do that myself. I can just book online, or just even thinking about that with a realtor, right? Oh yeah, I can do this myself. I'll just go online and go and show up at an open house or whatever, and I don't need anyone else to help me, right? These are the type of things that many people don't know what they don't know, right? So a pain point for me, I'm going to say as a client of Svetlana's, my pain point is like, oh my God, I'm going to go and I'm going to book this. What if something happens to me and I've got this, call 1-800, sorry, can't do anything for you. Your flight is gone. Who can I call? Oh my gosh, sorry. The phone's busy. Do you have a travel advisor? No, I did it online. Okay, well, sorry, we can't help you. So my pain point would be, yes, uncertainty that I don't have support and I won't know what to do. And I will be stranded and I will have nobody that will have my back. And that, to me, is huge. Oh, I saved my membership fee to work with Svetlana, but I'm not going to be home to do my business, to be with my family because I'm stuck somewhere. Like, have you ever been uncertain about your travel and whether or not you're going to get to your destination? This is huge. A financial advisor would be the one saying, have you ever wanted to travel, but you don't know how to gather the funds to go do that, right? That kind of thing. Yes, Grace.
My pain point is around travel. Is the anxiety around the coordination of the accommodation, flights, the travel between hotel, airport, and anything related to travel. That would be my pain point.
So the travel process?
The travel process. I have less time to plan now, and that not as much time to put that together. This is where, never mind, I won't get into that. So,
yeah.
And yeah, it's anxiety and stress regarding the coordination of the travel process. Thank you. And what do you call it? The sightseeing tour and tours.
Does that make sense?
Thank you.
Anyone else have any other for each other even? Irene,
I was just
not having a will.
That's anxiety and stress as well.
Yeah. So by not having a will, say for example, that
It's unnecessary confusion.
yeah, that's chaos. So a pain of not having a will.
Oh, just how much time it would take you to deal with the estate in the situation of death.
Confusion again with the
Confusion's
will
another-
making process.
That causes the stress.
So a pain is confusion of how to do it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Was that Grace?
Yes.
Really good.
Yeah. And that confusion even in buying and selling a house too.
Yeah.
Have legal advice available.
And maybe in the case of a will, or have you planned your legacy? Have you talked to your people that are going to be part of your legacy in the future after your death? Right. So, preparation of planning for your demise.
Yeah. So not having a plan, just like the travel. Yeah. Not having a process or a plan.
Haven't talked to the family, haven't talked to those people that are going to be responsible for distribution, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not having a process. Hang on a second. Mahi, you have not been speaking.
Yeah, because I thought we are running out of time. I was the last one to do, right? So I just thought I should keep quiet. Anyways,
what you do is really important also.
Yes.
Yeah. So my pain points will be the clients I'm gonna work with, or I work, not having enough sales or enough clients or enough leads.
Okay, that's okay. Yeah. So your clients don't have enough clients.
Yes.
Okay.
So they don't have enough clients to maybe, sometimes pay me or something like that. So that's one. Second is they don't have enough time and they don't know the right direction of what to do in their social media. That's their pain point. Sometimes they're lost. They don't know what to post on their feeds. They don't know how to plan the content for them. And they
Well,
actually don't have enough time to do anything related to social media.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So pain point is time, not having time to post.
create content on social media,
Yeah.
and they don't have the right knowledge to do that too. Like if they want to create an ad, they don't know how to do it. And even if they want to create a sales funnel, not everyone knows how to create a sales funnel or generate the landing page. So that's their pain point because they get frustrated in the end. They just leave everything and they just skip that part and then they don't do it. And then they don't get more sales. So yes, these are my pain points.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. No clients. And it's a finance thing too.
Yeah.
They don't know they exist. They
Yeah,
don't know
and
you
then
exist.
and they don't have
Okay.
enough time to work on that.
Okay. I know we want to jump to that right away, but we're still
Invisible.
okay. There we go. So these are really important to start off with in the struggle, into the pain point, what you've observed. It's nice to say it in general also, like I've read in a magazine if people read magazines anymore. I read in a magazine last week that this many people are not being seen in their business or heard in their business. They don't know they exist, or the home, that type thing. So we start off with that. Do I hear people dropping off? Oh, I should say, if you have to go at 11, please go. I will send you the recording. If you have to go right at 11, okay?
Okay, хорошо.
I'll send you the recording and also this, the sheet that I have. If you have to go, okay? Good. And we'll go into your story. So name your business. What's important about working with you? How do your clients benefit from your product or service? That's when we're gonna get. You can go in yourself and go and do all the green about how you take them to the other side. How you go from here to here, not how you go, just the end result that you get. Then, and the importance of that. Say the chiropractor with the purse type thing, for an example. And then explain your story. I was there. I get it. I had that too, and I had to overcome this of not just doing it all myself or this type of thing until I learned it, till I became a licensed travel advisor. Then I knew the importance of having someone on your side when you travel, that type thing. Or when I tried to stumble around, and you can use the word try because you want them to get into the place of their struggle. I've tried to do it on my own. I ended up not spending enough time in my business because I was trying to do all these canvas and different things and spending all my time where I could have just got it all taken care of, type thing. And then you say yes. And that's why I created this business. That's why I created my business for you, so that you don't have to go through that. And outline what would life be if this problem, these yellow problems, are solved. Imagine if you could. You can go into the 3 mistakes people make when booking their travel, 3 mistakes people make when they're doing their own stuff on social media, doing their own will, selling their own house, whatever it is, right? And then you can weed in. You don't have to do it, the client stories all within. And again, we've got 15 minutes, sometimes 5 minutes. So you might just be able to say one. I remember a client I had who was ready to give up on her gifts or her business. And after working together, we realized that, yes, she can do this business. And now she's growing it, that type thing. My client, she was working continuously, trying to do it all on her own social media, say. And after working with me, she had more time, and that so you can go into your clients' success stories and you can weed them. You don't have to go 1, 2, 3. You can go. You can structure it in that way. So, and then invite them to come and experience your product or service at either an event maybe that your company is having or that you will put on, to just show them what your product or service can do for them. Or you can give them a brochure, a gift of tips. Yeah, and then quickly wrap it up in time enough to, there's the next page, enough to have time for questions at the end. Escape. Enough time, make sure you notice your time when you're doing your speech. So you can say, and then rehearse it. So I'm going to, because I'm a financial advisor, I'm going to talk about the lack of preparing finances, if it's like a bookkeeper or whatever. I'm going to focus on how they could have a relationship loss with lack of energy in the home, or this type of thing. What's it going to cost them to not be able to get market value for their home by having it in a mess and disarrayed, right? Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought about, imagine selling your home and walking in to a space that is exactly what your client wants for the home. So that is how, and you can maybe Google some stats on that. The difference between staging a home and selling it, and the difference between not staging it. And you can start with that. Say, did you know that such and such % of people who stage their home actually sell it at the market value that, or more, something to that. And I have a step-by-step process that will get you your house sold with in a beautiful way, whatever it is. Whatever the green is. Yes, Mahi?
Yeah, I just need to leave, so maybe you'll
get the recording.
See you ladies on Thursday.
All right, thank you, Mahi.
Bye.
Your time and that off, because it's Resilient Women in Business. It's not like an event outside of it that would be different, but because this is about the spotlight, it's just about giving. And so you offer a brochure on your services, or an event where you'll explain more, ebook, something that you have. That really does wrap it up. Tell me what you got out of being here today. Yes, Svetlana?
Okay, I got out that pain points are very, very, very important. And if before we give a speech to anyone, to any audience, we first, what we have to do, we have to put ourselves in the shoes of our clients. we have to write down the whole list of pain points. And then on the other side, like divide on two, and on the other side, just to write down how we can solve these problems for our client. And for 5 minutes presentation, we need to choose just one pain point that the most important. We think like the most often clients ask us questions about that. And for 15 minutes presentation, we can choose like 3 points, main points, and make presentation according to these points, how we can solve that. But from the beginning of presentation, we just ask questions regarding these points. For example, thank you everyone that helped me to write this point. For example, do you have anxiety and stress regarding coordination and the whole travel process? Or did you ask questions like if something happened to you at destinations and you have to call and wait for 3 hours, are you prepared for that? And third, for example, do you have uncertainty about current situations and with new restrictions and vaccination and all of that? And I can just and for everyone, according to their business, if they really clear what are the pain points of their clients, it's very easy then to make presentation. This is what I got from today, that pain points are the most important to focus on.
Thank you. Invite them to something or some kind of call to action. My website is. Everyone for attending. Thank you for watching the replay, and we will be seeing you in the spotlight. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Diane.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Diane.
Thank you.